My cat's got the zoomies. He's running around like a madman right now. He'll probably come in here in a little bit and mess with me. Parkour off of everything and then take off running. How many days a week do you work out, Dennis? My favorite exercises? I'm really, really big on leg day. I do legs like 3 times a week. I typically really, really like squat and deadlifts. And also the hack squats. Everything else is kind of just like whatever for me. I just love I love training my legs. 35 in the week. It's not bad. I do 5 and I have I take the weekends off. I used to work out on the weekends, but I try to completely just relax on the weekends because I'm so busy during the weeks now. It's nice to have just 2 days to reset. And I do legs on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Shoulders and back. Yeah, one of my best friends, that's her favorite. She loves her shoulder and back day. She actually does shoulder, back, and arms. She'll do a little bit of triceps and biceps on those days too. I told her she should probably not do all of that in one, but go for it. I like to do like a push-pull, and then legs, obviously, whenever I can, which is like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. But like I'll do like push, which is like chest, shoulders, and triceps. Sometimes I'll do biceps too, and just do both like my arms on that day, and then I'll have a day dedicated to back, and then a day dedicated to legs. I train my legs every training, but just leg press. Oh yeah, I got a buddy of mine who does that. It's kind of similar. He does calf work every single day, and he hates that my calves are so big, and I don't train my calves that much. But I've been a drummer my whole life, and I think I just got big calves because I was a drummer for so long. But calves, I don't know, man. I feel like you just have to have good genetics to have good calves. You could train them as much as you want, and sometimes they just don't grow. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do, kind of. If we're ever in the same area at the same time, we're going to get a workout in. It'll be fun. I'll put you through one of my brutal leg days. See if you can handle it. When are you going to start streaming, Dennis? I don't know how to convert kilograms and meters. We use pounds and inches here. I'm actually in the very, very end of my bulking phase, so I'm still trying to grow a little bit before I cut down. I think by the end of July, I should be getting ready to start my cut, which makes no sense. I should cut before the summer, but it's just how it's just how my programming and my split's set up. It's pretty neat. Well, well. Oh yeah. I think everyone's did. You either during coronavirus, I think you either like was like to one extreme or the other. You either use that time to get super fit or just get super out of shape. I've always had like the fitness mentality though, so like I don't really think much changed for me during the virus other than towards the end when it started getting really strict, you needed to get the shot just to go into the gyms. And then they were starting to just close down gyms, and it was getting hard to find a gym that I could go to because I didn't want to get the shot. And even with the shot, a lot of gyms were just starting to close up, and I ended up having to do like a couple of months of working out at my apartment at the time, which that gym was okay, but it was rough. I couldn't get all the stimulus that I wanted. How long are you hanging out on the stream today, Dennis? You gonna be here for a bit, or you gotta go soon? I might start changing the times that I start streaming because I'm pretty much ready to go by 11, but we already have it set up in our live events section on the site that I stream at 12. But I could technically start getting started earlier. I got a couple of projects I want to build today. They're pretty small. They're just a couple of React components that I've always wanted to kind of build. It'd be kind of cool to build them today. Then I'll make a few videos out of them. 130 hours I will stay. 130 hours. Cool. No. Hour and a half. That's about how long I've been streaming for. I've been streaming for about like 2, maybe 3 hours max. And I think that's kind of the sweet spot. When I was streaming for like 6-7 hours, it was too long. Not a lot of people could stay for that long. You're gonna start streaming around fall? Definitely like let us know in Discord when you go live. We'll come support you. After the summer. Let me figure out what my window sizes are gonna be. And I'm gonna get started building out some stuff. I have not had a lot of time to just code lately, so this will be kind of a fun stream. I'm just gonna build a couple of components out. Rubber duck, my new emote. Is that? Yeah, it looks like a chicken holding a heart. Is that only a Twitch emoji? I haven't seen that emoji yet. I'm trying to look for it. I can't find it. It's cool. Let me show you what I'm going to build today. I might just get started. Not a lot of people's been popping on, so I kind of just come here and I just stream and then I just re-upload the videos up to YouTube. But I'll probably just get started here soon. And probably not, a lot of people probably aren't going to show up. But I want to build an accordion component that I can just reuse and throw anywhere, whenever I want. And then it just, functions as a accordion. It's just kind of simple. I feel like in theory this should be pretty easy to build. And then just kind of like a light box or a preview. You got these 3 cards, you click on them to get a bigger image, which kind of something I want to practice with React. I kind of want to understand a little bit about how like I have access to the data when I click on a component. So we'll see. What's up, Soli? Instantly says she'll be right back. Soli's like an hour late. Went up to 176. It's all good. My weight has fluctuated quite a bit. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. Sometimes on purpose, sometimes because I'm just lazy and I just eat whatever I want. It's all good. All right, I want to get started building out this accordion. Hey Dennis, check this out. So I got tired of always setting up a brand new project on stream, installing Tailwind, installing React, then go and install some icons, making sure it's set up with Git for GitHub. So now I set up this little template. So I just type in React template and it automatically will do a bunch of things. First thing it's going to do is go to my desktop. It's going to create a repo. It's going to add a .git file in it so I can track it with Git. It's going to install React, and it's going to install Tailwind. It's going to create the Tailwind config file. Hold on, my cat. I knew he'd come up here. And then it's going to install my icon packages that I specified, and then it's going to run the dev server and open it up in the browser. All I got to do is type in React template and then followed by the name of what I want to build. So we're going to build an accordion. So I'm just going to say React template accordion, and watch this. All it really is a repo that I have set up on GitHub with all the stuff that I want in my project ready to go. And what this command does is it CDs to my desktop. It clones the repo down, removes the Git file from it so that I don't accidentally push to that repo, then reinitiates a Git repository out of it, and then installs all the packages, and then runs the dev server. So yeah, it literally did everything for me, and it's right here in the dev server. So this is how like it starts off. It's already got all my settings ready to go, all of that. Let me make sure you can see this. So it's got app in here. It's removed all those files that I don't really want in here. And if you go to the package.json file, it's got all the React stuff. It's got the Tailwind stuff. It's also got, if I could find it, oh, React icons right here. So it's just ready to go. I don't have to spend 10-15 minutes getting all set up. I just type in React template, and then and then it just does everything I need for it. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, we're gonna get started on this accordion, because I think this should be pretty fun. I'll remind me sometime, maybe tomorrow or next week, and I'll show you how I set it up, because it's in a so if I go to my terminal, it's in this little file that I created. I think if I type in config, it'll open it up. Yeah, here we go. So Brian really helped me set this up, but once it's set up, all you have to do is just create, you know, these little functions in here. It kind of looks like JavaScript functions. So this is my React template function that you just saw. This right here makes sure that I give it a name. So how I said React template accordion. And if I don't provide the name like accordion, it'll say please provide a name. That's all this thing right here is, and then it just gives you the project name. And this is just basically the list of tasks. First, it'll CD to my desktop, then it'll clone this repo from my GitHub, and then it'll give it the name that I actually specified when I called the function. Then it's going to remove the Git file, then it's going to initialize a new Git file. It's going to install everything that's in my package.json. It's going to open it up in VS Code, then it's going to run the dev server. It's pretty cool. But yeah. And you saw that I used the config command to open that. All it is you just have a .zshrc file, which is this, and all the config command does is just open this up in VS Code. But yeah, pretty cool. It was super easy to set up. Whenever I want to create a basic HTML, CSS, JavaScript project, and I want to use Sass, I just type in starter Sass command, and it makes all these files for me. Starter gulp if I want to use something with gulp, or just a basic starter kit. If I want to make a Discord bot, these are from some Discord templates that I've already created. It just kind of like sets up a project with these in there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, message me tomorrow or next week, and I'll see about getting you set up with this. It's really cool. It's very easy to set up too. But we might need Brian's expertise, because I don't remember exactly how I got this started. But yeah, you just come in here, you just create some commands, and it's pretty simple. But oh man, does it make it's so much easier to start a project from scratch. Like you saw, all I did was write React template and followed by the project name. So let's get back into that and run the server though. cd accordion npm run dev. Let's push this off to the side. All right, so I think the accordion should be pretty simple. Let's probably just keep everything in like the app file maybe. Or maybe I'll actually create it as like a component. Let's do that. So we'll say accordion.jsx, and we can kind of just close out of it. Let's import it in app. Oop, I gotta spell it right. Why is it looking like that? There we go. And I think I'm just gonna replace this with accordion. Cool. All right, so we got the accordion in there. We could probably close off the app. And let's take a look at Figgy. So we're gonna have an accordion title, the accordion button, and then just our information in here. So I'm not gonna like put this in an object or anything. We'll just kind of make it as is. So this will probably be the entire accordion container right here, and I want to have a header. This will be the header. And I think for the actual container itself, we'll give it rounded of large, BG white. We'll do some padding. We'll do like padding 5 or maybe like 3. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. If we hit save, you probably just see a little dot. Yeah, it's a little dot. Let's come back to the, well, let's give it a, yeah, we can set up the width now. And we'll set a width of full, but a max width of like 400 pixels. That's a little small. Let's do like 5. Am I zoomed in any? No, I'm not. Okay. I think that should be okay. So this will be our header right here. This will be like that part that we saw in the mockup with the title. So I'm gonna put a little thing here and call this title. We'll say H1 accordion title. And then right here, we're gonna have an icon. So let's go to React icons and get like a caret. I think that's what it's called. Or no, it's a chevron, I believe. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna start with the down arrow. So this is the, I don't even have to install this package for the icons because that's part of like that build process you saw. It already has all of it. So if I just import it and then put it right here, I should automatically have my icon. Link, you can't be on my desk, bro. Tell everyone hi. Say hi. Okay, you're annoying. You gotta go. You can come and sleep on my desk any other time. It's not while I'm streaming. Link got the icon too. All right, so this H1 for sure. Well, let's start off with the header. It is the icon. Let's do the obvious and set up flex and then justify between, and then items center. There we go. I think that looks pretty similar to what we got here. Well, we need more padding. Maybe we should do like PY3, but we'll do like PX5. All right, how's that look? It's okay. All right, so the entire accordion, we're gonna give it a cursor of pointer, just so that we know that we can click on it. So does that work? Okay, cool, it works. All right, so the H1, we'll say font bold. We'll say text, maybe like 3XL. Ooh, that's too big. Let's do like 2XL. And we can do text zinc, like 500, 600? 600 looks good. Let's actually take that off, the H1, since we're gonna use that for everything in the header, and just put it on the header itself. There we go. Now it'll give our icon that same color. I think the icon looks okay. All right, so, and I think that's honestly gonna be it for the header. So let's create the body. We'll do the body like right here. And let's look back at the mockup. So the body has like this background color to it. I'm trying to think how we're gonna actually lay out some of this stuff. We may have to change some of the elements around a bit. And I'm going to zoom in here a little bit, but it's not actually going to look this big. All right, so we got our accordion title. So we're going to work on the body now. So the body is just going to be a div. We'll have a class name of P, do like P5 maybe. Zinc, maybe 300. What's a BG? Sorry, BG zinc 300. And we'll do rounded. We'll match the rounded on the top. Yeah, 300 is too much. Let's do like 200. Okay, that looks pretty cool. And we could say padding top 10. No. I'm sorry, margin top 10. Or that's too much. Maybe 5. Okay, I think that looks good. And let's just put in some stuff in here. I'll do like a UL with like 3 list items. Let's go and copy that stuff from here. Actually, we're using an OL, not a UL. I have not used an OL very much. Just some lorem ipsum here. Actually, this is Dennis's language right here. Dennis understands this. You don't use ordered lists? I just always default to let's just use a regular list. A UL. What is OL? It's an ordered list. How come they're not numbered? Is it not OL? I think it is. Is that like a Tailwind thing? How do I get my OL list numbered? Let's ask ChatGPT. Actually, I've got a... how do I get an OL to show numbers for list items? This is such basic HTML. Oh, it should just do it. I guess. Type A, start 5. I didn't know you could do some of these. I don't know, maybe it's a Tailwind thing that it's not showing. Oh, you know what? I think I actually have list items. I think it's a CSS thing that I set up. Or maybe, I don't know. Can we do list li list style auto? There we go. Now they're back. Okay, so it was basically kind of like a little reset. It looked like. Okay, we're good. Where's my React project? There we go. I was like, I've used an OL before. I know it's real. List decimal. What is that? Do I put that in the CSS? By the way, what's up, Rollhald? Oh, wait. That's a CSS Tailwind, right? Class name, list decimal. That's cool. Can I put it on the OL? Instead of having to do this for each one? Sweet. Class on the OL. Yeah, I figured. I was hoping. Let's also give this like a margin left, like 5. I'll indent it a little bit. And then obviously each of these list items, let's click on each one. Class name. Well, instead of doing that, we can just do a flex and then flex call, and then we'll just give it a gap of 2 or maybe 5. There we go. Looks pretty cool. Sweet. And we'll say text small because we don't need big text for this. All right, so this is like not the default state. So by default, this should be hidden, right? Right. So let's, well, I guess let's just set up our state. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Make this smaller. Sweet. How dare Rollhall just come in here and bark codes at us and not say hi? It's kind of rude. It's rude. All right, so we'll say active accordion. I guess that makes sense. Set active accordion equals use state, and we're initially set it to false. So I guess what we can do is we can give a class of hidden to the body, but we can conditionally render that, right? Like I said, I don't think this is going to be a super complex component build or anything. Probably isn't really too bad of a beginner React project for people. Hey, Team Treehouse, remember using you guys when I first started my developer journey. Hey, what's up? Also, thanks for the follow. I too learned how to code through Treehouse. It's such a great platform. Not Rohald, it's Rudald. Rohald said he's having dinner. What are you having? I am starving. As soon as we're done streaming today, I'm gonna probably grab me some food. I forgot to eat before stream. Everyone learns through Treehouse. Nah, there's a lot of great platforms out there. I just personally think Treehouse is one of the better well-structured ones. All right, so active accordion is initially false. So we can say active accordion is, we could say if it's true, nothing. If it's not, we can say hidden. Cool. And I think all we need to do is just set like an on click on the header. And we could see if we can animate this up a little bit, and we could run our setter function. We can say set active accordion to the opposite of what active accordion is. That way we can toggle it. Cool. We have our little accordion. Egg fried rice. Oh, that's so good. But now I didn't. Courses around half a year. Rohal, that would have been so much better if you'd have just said with chicken. You had to put the emoji, and now I think you're like eating an animal. I mean, technically you are eating an animal, but it's like, why you had to go and give us the emoji? That's so weird. Like, I don't even want chicken fried rice anymore. Nah, I'd still smash some chicken fried rice if I could. Actually, let's go ahead, because I just noticed something. If I click the very bottom, because we added some padding to the entire container, nothing happens, which is not good UX. So this on click technically doesn't even need to be on the header. We could take this on click. Where does it start? Oh, right here. And we could just throw this on the actual parent, right? And everything should work exactly the same. But now I can click the very tiny edge of this and it should still work. Let's animate our icon too. So we can use the same thing we did for the conditionally rendered class name. Let's just copy that. We'll put that on here. But instead of hidden, uh-oh, it's mad at me. What did I do? Am I forgetting the backtick? Hold on. Let's just undo everything. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't copy all of it. All right, we can remove all these extra classes. Actually, we don't even need backticks. We're only adding one class, so we can just say accordion, active accordion, if it's true. We're gonna say rotate 360, I think is what it is. Else, well, let's just put rotate 0. So if it's open, oh, that didn't work. Why didn't it work? Is that not the right class name? Oh wait, it needs to be 180. It is working, but there's no animation there. There we go. So now the arrow looks like it's up and then it's closed. He wants to flex with his CSS skills. Wait, hold on. How far up do I need to go to get back to you guys' convo? Why not use detail summary elements? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to figure this out with React. I'm not trying to build like just a basic accordion. I just wanted to build one with React, like a component. It'd be too easy with details and summary. I can do it in jQuery. Who uses jQuery? Who uses Bootstrap? Just one class away. Yeah, I get a lot of comments on YouTube like, why don't you just use Bootstrap, or why don't you just use a framework or something? And I'm like, well, no, I mean, duh, you can totally do that, but it's still kind of fun to like practice your skills and build it yourself. It works and it's more accessible out of the box. Well, that's good. That's cool. I mean, in like a bigger project that actually mattered, I probably would use that. Dustin is in jQuery. Dude, I used to love jQuery. I really did. It was really, really popular back in the day too. I mean, I know it's gotten a lot of updates recently, so it's a little bit more relevant. I haven't run back into it. jQuery mentioned. Let's add like a duration. We'll put these in backticks and interpolate it so that I could add some more classes. We could say duration like 200. Let's do a delay of 100 so we can see it. There we go. That's kind of cool. Me and jQuery 3.7.1. jQuery 4.0 or something like that just released. jQuery broke his projects. Yeah, jQuery broke all my old projects. But I also didn't write any JavaScript. I did everything in just straight jQuery, which was horrible. I probably shouldn't have done that. All right, cool. Accordion completo. Not bad. I knew it'd be pretty easy, but that was a little too easy. This next one will be fun. For those that are just joining, we're gonna build like a, it's gonna be like a little card section. You'll be able to click on a card just to make their image a little bit bigger. Something I kind of want to practice. I think that should be kind of cool. And I've got all the images ready. I don't know why she's so mad. I got this. I got this. I got that. And I got that. This kind of looks like Dennis right here. Angry Dennis. When I mention anything other than Bootstrap. Nah, just kidding. All right. Let's stop running and see get status. Yeah, get add. Get commit. Just put init commit. I'll push it up to GitHub later. At least it's all committed. She's mad because you do not use Bootstrap in jQuery. She's angry. Her name's Kathy. We got Sam, David, Kevin. All right. I think this will be a really fun build right here. Let's watch this, Dennis. Dennis the Menace. I'm gonna use my little cool command again. Start from scratch. Terminal. Just type React template, and we'll. What should we even call this? User spotlight, maybe. Woo! It's all done, ready to go. Thanks, Brian. I do need to add these images in here, though. Let's open this in Finder. Let's add an assets folder, and I'm gonna throw all these images really quickly into there. There we go. Oh no, thought I made. Oh, I didn't put it in source. There we go. Sweet. All right. I guess let's just get started building out like the cards for it. I'm gonna put this whole thing into one component too. So I'll call, we'll create a component for user card. I know that we'll need that. What other components? We'll need an overlay component, right? Yeah. Say overlay.jsx. Since it's the only overlay and it's the only function for it, I'm not going to create like another component inside to display it. We'll just pass in some props to it. Soli is first. She beat everyone. Dustin is like, do you want to see something cool? Should I do it again? You see it? Isn't it just so cool though? What's up, Soli? How are you? Solely put the entire chat in an array and then said array.reverse and said I'm first. Oh, that's funny. Soli really did say that. Soli's so backwards today. Soli is just unstoppable. All right, so what other components would I need, honestly? Let's figure this out. So we're gonna have our component itself, we'll call it like user spotlight, right? And we're gonna render some user cards, which I already created, and then our overlay that's gonna have this. I think that's pretty much gonna be it. We don't need to make this super big. You know, I was actually here since 10 minutes before the stream. I wouldn't say it's a lie, because when I started up the stream, I initially did have one viewer. Now I don't know if she's being serious or not, but I did have one viewer. Lies, and I got short legs. You guys want to see something funny? Link is like, he had like the zoomies. Watch, let me go to speaker view. Okay, so he had the zoomies and now he's just like chilling in my living room. Can you guys see him? Look at him, he's just sleeping over there. He's just like knocked out. I don't know if y'all could see him. He's right there just like chilling. Dude's funny. He tired himself out. Little chiller. All right, so I think we got all the components we're gonna need. We're not gonna need too many more components. Well, let's create our like actual main component. We'll call it user spotlight.jsx. When affiliate, when I have time to start streaming for 4 extra days. I was gonna do it this week, but I was so busy with a podcast episode I recorded, then I had to edit it. I had a couple of other videos for the 100 Days of Code that I worked on. I just didn't have time to like just stream because I had to like record those. There's a good chance I can do it next week. I think. Yeah, I should be able to next week. Yeah, Dennis, you stream for Treehouse. You do it. You do it. Nah, I can. You guys just gotta hit me up in Discord and be like, hey, Dustin, go stream. And whatever I'm doing, as long as I'm not recording content, I should be able to just turn the camera on and just talk and hang out with you guys. Thought we only needed 1 day. We need I think 3 more days. We have Thursday because I stream every Thursday. And I just need to stream on probably a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, or a Friday. As soon as you start streaming in jQuery, we're gonna lose all our follower count that we've worked on thus far. That's too many days. It's too many days. Literally all I need to do is while I'm doing some work, I'll just turn on the stream and I'm gonna just like it'll just be my face unless I'm not doing important stuff. I could share my screen too, but we'll just hang out. We'll just hang out for a few days. And I'll still have my normal like live stream on Thursdays. So next week, by the way, guys, I'm gonna make a big post in Discord about it, but next week is gonna be my last stream for 2 weeks. I'm gonna be on vacation. So I'm not gonna be streaming for the next 2 weeks after next week's stream. So we'll have today, we'll have next week, but then after that, I'm gonna be out of here for 2 weeks. I think I'll be back by that next Thursday, but I don't want to like be so jet lagged and then rush into trying to get a stream done for you guys. So we'll see, but probably the next 2. Brother, ew. Aw, you guys don't care. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Let's start on the user spotlight. Well, let's render it in app first. No vacation. This is my first vacation in like probably like 3 years, honestly. I just always forget to to take vacations. We joking. User spotlight, import that. Let's call it. All right, cool. We got our little component ready. That's too many years. Years? What are you talking about? That's too many weeks, he said, too. Travis, go home. You're drunk. All right, let's close all this out. We don't need app. I don't think we'll need app because all this is doing is grid, place item center, screen, BG's ink. I think that's good enough. Yeah, and our cards will be white, so I don't think we need to do anything else in app. We can close off the app component. All right, so let's work on the user cards because we're gonna throw in 3 of these things. Let's see. I'm going to import our images. So import. We'll call the first one. Was it Kevin? It was David. We'll import David from assets, and I think it's David.png. I don't know. Let's make sure this works. Say image source David. Does that even do anything? Sure does. Okay, cool. Let's copy him down. We'll do Kevin. Well, who's the next one? I think it was Sam. And then we had Kevin. Then we had Kathy. Dang, I didn't even think about it. I should have did you guys' names. That'd have been fun. I need to make some little avatars for you guys. That way, every time I do these little builds, it can always be you guys in here. All right, so let's do Kathy. Or wait, I'm sorry. Next one should be Sam. Then we had Kevin, and then we had Kathy. Kathy was last. All right, cool. I just want to make sure all these images are in here and working. All right, we can delete this. All right, so this is our user spotlight, right? So we're gonna import user card. And I guess let's, we'll just say users, and we'll say, well, this needs to be an array. Array of objects, right? We'll have an ID, name. First one will be David, image. David, can I just use it like that? Yeah. Yeah. We'll call this image source, though. Be a little bit more descriptive. What else was in the mockup? Their name, and we'll just do the lorem ipsum like in the component itself, since it'll be the same for all. So let's copy that down, add some commas. We'll say Sam. Sam was next. And we're gonna use the Sam image, change the ID to 1. We'll do 2. We'll do 3. Next was Kevin, right? Yeah. What am I doing? And Kathy. All right, so that should work. So what we can do in here, let's render, well, let's say users.map, say user index, and we'll return user card, just like that. Is that gonna break anything? Okay, no, it doesn't. All right, so we're rendering our 3 people. Let's see. We're gonna pass in some props. We're gonna give them the well, index first. Well, the key. I'm sorry. Key's gonna be the index. going to say ID equals user.id. We'll say name equals user.name. And we'll say image equals, well, we'll say image source equals image, well, user dot image source. Cool. Now in here, we are going to take that out. We're going to say ID, name, and image source. And now we have access to all that information in here. So let's work on these cards. And we'll go back to the user spotlight component and like structure this out a little bit better later. So class name, we can say width, we'll say 25%, which is like 1/4, I think. BG white, do like padding of, let's not do any padding. Let's go over here. Class name with full, max. Yeah, we'll say with full, max with. Let's do like 90%. We'll say margin auto. We'll say flex, space, justify evenly, items center. Cool. Let's also do like a gap of 2. Cool. All right, so what does this UI look like? We have their name real big. We have some text. Let's copy this text. So in here, let's do like a H3 for their name. We can just put name like that. Also, let's do that right. So, okay, cool. We got their names in here. Class name, we'll say text XL, text center. And you know what? We're gonna put this as well as that lorem ipsum inside of another container. And that container is gonna have some padding. You can say like P3, maybe. And then we'll have like a paragraph tag with lorem, like 5 or something. Cool. And we're gonna say text center for that too. So let's take that off of the HL. Actually, yeah, the HL, the H3. Put it on the container, the parent. Cool. Say class name. And we'll say margin Y of like 5. Cool. And we'll say rounded large for the cards. Maybe XL. XL looks pretty cool. All right, and then we're just gonna have their image at the bottom. Source is gonna be image source, just like that. Cool, kind of works. I mean, it does. I think we just need to zoom out. Probably should set a max width on these things. Max width of like 300 pixels, I think should be fine. It's still kind of big. Maybe 200? I guess that looks good. These images though, let's add some class names to them. We'll say width 50%. Margin auto. Cool. That looks pretty good, I think. Look how wide that gets though. Let's set like a max width on the actual thing here. Oh, we do have one, but it's relative. So let's do like a max width of like 650 pixels. And with the margin auto, it should center it still. Cool. Let's do like 800 though. It's kind of narrow. There we go. And we can set the gap to a little bit bigger. Awesome. And make the user cards a little bit bigger, and I think we should be good. Well, that's their max width anyway. Cool. All right. And then cursor pointer on each. So now basically what I want to do is I want to click on one and I want to activate the overlay, and then we'll worry about getting their respective image big in the overlay. So let's just set up the overlay. Let's set that state up in the user spotlight. Actually, I lied. Let's go back to app and do it, since that's where we're gonna render the component anyway. Where's app? Right here. So let's import state, use state, and we'll say const active overlay. You got a ping. I think it was an email. Of course you heard that. I think it was an email. It's letting me know Roman Bytes followed me. It's kind of late. He followed me like 15 minutes ago. All right, active overlay, and then set active overlay. I think that's the only state we'll need. We'll see. But let's go over here and set up our overlay. So it's basically just gonna be a div. What's going on? Oh, I should probably just put it in here. Yeah. All right, we already created a component for it. So let's import that component so it doesn't scream at me. All right, cool. Here's our overlay, but it's messing up our UI, right? So let's at least set this up conditionally. We can say if active overlay is true, then we want to render our overlay. So initially it's gone, but if I change this to true, we'll see it. Awesome. Cool, so let's set it to true so that we can work on the styles for it. So let's go to the overlay and let's class name. We'll do a height of 100 view height. We'll say width's full. We can say BG black. We can say BG opacity like 50. There we go. But it is messing up the flow. So we need to do absolute positioning, top 0, left 0, and there we go. And then I'm gonna do a grid and then place items center so that when we render our image, our active image, it's right in the center. So we'll say, this will be our image container right here. So we could say div, and we can say class name, width 50, we'll say width 50%. We'll say max width of like, if I could type, max width of like 350 pixels maybe. We'll say BG white, rounded XL since it's going to be kind of a bigger modal, and let's do a P padding top of like 10, something big, right? How come my roundedness is not working? Oh, I didn't spell it right. There we go. All right, so when we call this overlay, we're gonna wanna have an active image. So we're probably gonna need some state here too for that. So in app, let's set up const active image, set active image. And initially, we're just gonna equal that to null. We are going to need to pass this set active image to our user spotlight. So set active image. By the way, I've always wondered if those things were pre-built. Oh, the Quill.js, the video I posted yesterday. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I didn't know much about that kind of stuff either. I actually really enjoyed building that. It was a lot of fun. What's really cool is you can set up like a really cool like look for like an article, and then you can get all the HTML it took to build it and then like throw it into a website if you want. It's kind of cool. Ultra low level WordPress builder. You're glad I showed it to y'all. Well, good. Oh no, here's Brandon to come cause controversy. What's up, Brandon? Happy Monday, dude. Oh, it's funny. All right, where was I? setting the active image, and that's gonna be inside user spotlight. So that's really gonna be an on click on our user card, right? So let's just also pass active, what was it? Active image, active user image, set active image. Yeah. Say set active image equals set active image, but we need to grab that from props. So let's go ahead and grab it from props. All right, so inside the user card, basically when we click it, we're gonna be calling that little setter function, set active image. So we need to grab it from our props. How are we gonna do that? So I guess when we click it, we'll have access to the ID, right? And we're setting the ID. So we could say set active image is, we might actually have to pass some more data. Let's take this data and let's put this in app 2. It might make things a lot easier. But we're not setting it up in state because none of this is changing. So we'll just paste it. And we could pass users to our users thing, our user spotlight component. And we could just say users here, and then it's just gonna, it should work all the same. Except it's not. Why is that? Oh, these are not defined. These need to go in app 2 then. There we go. I feel attacked. Ugh, you guys are gonna cause a war. Good thing Dennis must be away. You know Dennis has something to say. He's the board. There's only Monday gangs. Monday gang gets no love from Sully. I'm part of Monday gang. Yeah, we're writing some React right now. We're building out this thing that I designed. It's basically a group of cards. You're gonna be able to click it and get that user's image real big. It's kind of some basic React stuff, and I'm still learning React, so I kind of want to understand how this stuff works. Okay, so our user spotlight gets our users, which is good because we're mapping through those to build our user card. User card has an on click to set the active image. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say on click, we should get the ID, right? Yeah, we should. Let's console.log to make sure we do. Say console.log ID. And I think if we get that ID returned to us for the respective like component, the user card component, we should theoretically have everything we need to set the user image correctly. I do have to go turn my overlay off though. Where set that to false for a little bit. Okay. Okay, cool. So we're getting the right ID back. So this should be super simple. Let's go set the overlay back to true. And inside of user card, when we click on it, instead of console.logging the ID, let's say set active image. We're also going to need to pass users into here. So let's do that. Users. And this is coming from user spotlight, where we have users here. So let's say users is equal to users. And if I go back to user card, I think what we can do is say set active image users ID dot image source. So that should set our active image. Let's go and turn our overlay off again and see if it's updating our state. So if we go to components. All right, so where it says null, it should update with an image source. Cool, it does. That's exactly what I wanted. So since that's our active one, what we can do is in our overlay, we can, let's make sure we're passing it. So active image. So now our overlay has access to it, and we're gonna grab that from props. We're gonna say active image, and in here, we can just throw in an image. And the image source is gonna be our active image. All right, let's see if this works. Oh wait, gotta spell things right. But also, where's our overlay? I think I don't think we even set our overlay to show yet. Uh-oh, Dennis is back. Brandon's in here causing mayhem. All right, so we're also gonna have to, when we click on the user card, is set the overlay, right? So inside app, we have our state for overlay, right? Set active overlay. We're gonna pass this to the user spotlight because that's where our user cards are and that's where we need it. So save that. We'll go to that. We'll go to the user card and we'll also pass that in, but we do need to take it from our props so that we have access to it. And I think that's all we're gonna need to do. Well, I'm sorry, we have to actually import it here and then call the setter function. So set active overlay, we'll say true. If I refresh, cool. So it kind of works. I'm getting the right image each time I click, but it's not inside of our little modal here. So I need to put that in there. There we go. And then also on the overlay, we probably should have an on click to to like stop rendering it. So we can say overlay set active overlay. Is that what it is? Set active overlay? Yeah. Set active overlay. And now we can add an on click to the actual overlay itself. Where we say set active overlay, and we'll say false, but we need to take it from props so that we can actually use it. There we go. Why is active image saying it's not being used? Oh, it's because I have an error? Yeah, okay. All right, cool. That works. Let's make the styles a little bit better though. We want this to be a bigger image, right? The image without the whiteboard looked good. Like just having it like without it. Let's see. Just like that. It just doesn't look like it fits in the flow when it's like that. We'll say max width like 500 pixels. Oh wait, you know what we're doing? Such a small width right here. This should be like 90% because we want this to be really big and we'll have a max width set. There we go. Yeah, just the PNG. What you guys think? You guys like just the PNG or do you want it on the white background? Hold on, my cat's in the way again. Dude, you gotta get out the way. I can't see my screen. You just sit right in front of it. Only the PNG, no background. All right, well, that's what you guys want. All right. Just like this. There we go. Cool. Real life pic would be better. Yeah, I usually just grab these quick ones from avatars. So I don't know if you guys know about this. I'll put the link in chat. It's a really, really cool React project. You can create whatever you want. You can create some really cool things. You can get to look like you or some friends, or you can click random. It's really, really cool. And you can choose transparent background, and then you can download it as a PNG, SVG, React, or I guess show image or hide image. I don't know. Oh, I've never scrolled down before. There's some other stuff here too. But anyways, this is where I get all those little random people you guys see in a lot of my project builds, because it's pretty simple and you can get some cool looking stuff. But I usually come in here and create like my own or something sometimes if I have the time. Let's put like a hoodie on, make a big majestic beard color. We'll do dark brown. Should we keep him bald? Pink. Nah, let's do gray. This looks like my friend John. But yeah, anyways, I put this in the chat if you guys want to ever take a look at it. It's a really cool way to make some quick little icons or whatever. Do you guys see Link? Look at him. He's like just chilling up there, causing destruction. He was about to drop this. Watch him. We'll put it back. You guys might hear it. He's gonna knock it off the table. Watch. Dude, you're such a bully. Cool. All right. Well, this is super easy of a project build. Kind of thought it would take us a little longer to build it, but that's all I got for today, guys. Oops. Can't push. That's all I got. That's all I got. Kind of a short and sweet live stream today. Good cat name. Thank you for not naming him Garfield because he hates You know, I was gonna name him Garfield and I was like, you know, Mondays are kind of the thing, so I can't have a cat that doesn't like Mondays, you know? Now, his name is actually, it has two meanings. I'm a really big Zelda fan, so his name's Link after Zelda, but also just an HTML Link. I don't know. I thought Link was such a good name. His initial name was Glitch, but it just didn't roll off the tongue well. You're getting faster and faster. Need to start building bigger projects. That's what I'm thinking. I feel like a lot of the small little things that I Look what Dennis popped in general chat. I should have never gave him this tool. Dude, that's so scary. That's creepy. That's some like serial killer type stuff right there. Yeah, smaller ones are good for the 100 days of code, but yeah, you're right. I kind of started figuring out a lot of the small nuances of React. The stuff that would hang me up. Like this project a couple weeks back or even a month or two ago would have taken me forever. And I'm starting to kind of understand like the basics. So maybe I should start making some bigger projects for these streams since it doesn't take me forever just to build something simple. Go to bed, you're drunk. You guys got to give me some ideas for the 100 days of code. I'm only on like I'm getting close to day 20. I know you guys have only seen up to like 13 maybe. I kind of scatter these out as I don't want to post them all right away. Yeah, we're on day 13. Day 14 should be coming out end of this week or early next week. Have you worked with the drag and drop API? I have in vanilla JavaScript forever ago. That might be fun to kind of like relearn on stream with React. I don't know if you're familiar with Trello. I built like a very lightweight small Trello clone when I was learning about like the drag and drop features. I thought it was super cool. I didn't even know that that was part of like JavaScript. I thought that was always done with like some sort of like library or something. Yeah, maybe next stream we could hang out and like we could fumble around the drag and drop API and see what we can build with it. Cause I do want to learn a little bit more about it. jQuery does without saying. Yeah, I would drag and drop jQuery in the trash. I'm so mean. I'm so mean towards towards jQuery. Hey, I had reservations about Bootstrap too, and then I tried it and I loved it. Can't say the same about Dennis though. Dennis didn't try Tailwind just to see. Followed a tutorial that allowed sorting. That's cool. Yeah, I'm sure like the basics of drag and drop you could build something pretty basic, but if you like really like set up some cool features with it, you can make it pretty fun. Like you could write some logic that if you drag something over another item, it swaps the two items instead of just like reorders them. I'm sure that'd be fun. Yeah, like I said, we could next Thursday if you guys want, we can like just dive deep into like the drag and drop API. That'd be really, really cool. Link is just straight chilling back there. Look at him. He's just cleaning himself on camera. That'd be fun to see. Yeah, we can do it. We'll make it happen. I typically forget things, so next week when I go to stream, remind me. That's what we're doing. You're usually around. You would enjoy a refresher on it. Well, we'll definitely make it happen. And if you miss it, no worries. I always upload these live streams straight to YouTube afterwards, so you can always catch them there if you miss it. I will be streaming next week. Next week's my last stream before my 2-week break. So, wait. Let me make sure. Let me check my calendar. Yeah, no, I'll be streaming next week. No worries. Don't worry about that. No, you're good. It's a little confusing. I still don't know exactly what days I'm leaving for my trip. Dustin, look at meme channel. Oh boy, what do we got here? You are the meme lord. That's why you have the title for a living for a reason. All right, guys, I'm about to head out. I am starving. This is a fun stream. Like I said, next Thursday, don't miss out. We're gonna work on that drag and drop API a little bit. Can't promise we'll build anything, but we'll break stuff. We'll have some fun. I'll see you guys next week. Adios.